Since last fall, Speaker Smith and I have had our hands full with the economic crisis that Vermonters are facing. Most of our working days have been focused on trying to find ways for the legislature to help stimulate the economy and create jobs at a time when Vermonters are reeling from unprecedented difficult times. Last week, we unveiled a plan to balance the budget and get federal stimulus dollars out the door to create jobs immediately. Yesterday and today, we've unveiled proposals to reduce the cost of government by doing more with less and making tough budget cuts while presenting innovative plans for sustainable job creation in this great state. Our House and Senate Judiciary Committees have completed work on a major piece of legislation to ensure that Vermont has the toughest sex offender laws in the country. They now have the capacity to turn their attention to other matters. And it's become clear that we can and should work to pass a bill promoting the equal right to marry this year. 9 years ago, in response to the decision by the Vermont Supreme Court, the legislature considered allowing same-sex couples to legally marry. We ultimately stopped short, opting instead to pass the civil union law, which provided many of the benefits of civil marriage to same-sex couples. As president of the Senate then, I promoted and helped create the civil union compromise in 2000. Not because I didn't think that gay and lesbian couples should have the same right to marry that I did, but because, in my judgment, Vermont was simply not ready for more than that. In the years since then, the world has changed dramatically. Same-sex couples began marrying to our north in Canada, as well as a handful of other countries. To our south, they began legally marrying in Massachusetts. Connecticut adopted Vermont's civil union law and then moved on to marriage. Legislatures throughout the Northeast, including the 2 other states that passed civil union laws on their own, are now considering marriage bills this year. Vermont is no longer alone, and we're no longer leading. Here in Vermont, people's fears in connection with the civil union law have proven to be unfounded. Nobody was harmed. Some families enjoy a little more security, and our state is a better place for having taken that step. I'm proud of the step we took in 2000, but as the years have passed, my pride has given way to uneasiness. Though we provide some important legal protections in 2000, the fact is we also stopped short of equal rights for our neighbors in Vermont. Throughout the years, my wife Deb and I frequently saw our neighbors and friends, Barry and Diane Shamus. Their children went to school with ours, and we frequently crossed paths at school events or dropping off the kids. It's clear that Barry and Diane's family is as worthy as our own, and that their love and commitment to one another is no less than that between Deb and I or Shap and Melissa. But I'm conscious that our laws still don't recognize that. They don't allow Barry and Diane to get the same civil marriage license from their town clerk that I and so many other heterosexual Vermonters take for granted. As a result, they're 2 steps removed from important federal protections like Social Security survivor benefits. They face greater uncertainty when they travel outside of the state of Vermont. They're more likely to be denied spousal health insurance benefits. They're shut out of an institution, marriage, that's as relevant and as important to them as it is to Deb and myself. Our laws build a figurative wall between their family and my own, and that doesn't match the reality that I know. For all these reasons, I'm proud to announce that our Senate Judiciary Committee will take up a bill to end the inequality in our civil marriage when we return from town meeting break. Throughout this legislative session, We've been mindful of this important issue and hopeful that we wouldn't have to put it off for yet another year. We know that justice too long delayed is justice denied. I look forward to sponsoring and passing this important bill. Thanks.